What is up? It's your boy, Lazador. Um, Today we're going to talk about electric healing, straight up healing. No iconics. Everything you get with the Power Set Electric to go on full on healer god mode. This is for the people that are like, battle healing is dumb. Battle rolls are stupid. I hate it. Do your roll. Don't worry about damage. This has absolutely nothing to do with damage, as you will see. So let's go over the white mods. Now, guys, I'm not changing my white mods out. This stuff costs real money, but you could go focus restoration here. You could go with um, the white mod that gives you extra defense. I'm not a big fan of the focus restoration just because you lose it when you get hit, and you're always going to get hit. So you're always losing that resto buff. To me, it's pointless. So do that. You could do get the power return when you do a weapon attack, or do the shield when you get a weapon attack. It doesn't have to be blast adapter and all that. For the chest, I would do either the extra 5% power or the minus 5% power cost. But as you're going to see, power really doesn't have to be an issue because you are going to be pumping out so many heals, and you'll have the ability to give power to yourself and the group. The legs, I don't even remember what white mod would be good for the legs normally. Um, yeah, I have no idea. Tumbling Master, I would still get normal Tumbling Master if you don't have the ultimate Tumbling Master, just because it's good for escapability when you get charged. Look at Love and War. Wonder Woman comes swooping in, boom, you can, dodge and roll away. I Even as a tank, I run Ultimate Tumbling Master because it gives me a shield. So I love Ultimate Tumbling Master. And this, you could do regenerative shielding in this, and that's good because you're going to be running multiple shields. Actually, I need to change that. I was going to add the extra shield in because you want that extra shield. We don't really need the safety net because we're going to have an arc that's a safety net. So I kind of go over that, and then I'm going to switch out all of my artifacts. Now we're running pages strictly to get the huge Resto and Dom boost. So that's huge. That's going to make your heals all that much huger because you're getting tons of Resto. And yeah, this is restoration. It's percentage based. So the more Resto you got, the more Resto it's going to give you. Same thing with defense, and you get the incoming healing. So we're running that strictly for stats. We're running Page of Destiny to put out that group heal. We're going to be spamming that group heal a lot. So that gives it to 6 people instead of 4, and puts on that safety net of 40%. We're going to be running Purple Healing Ray. This is also going to help with power return because it's going to give you that heal over time for 8 seconds that you don't normally get with electric very much. You don't have a whole lot of heal over time in electric, but this is going to help that out. And it's also going to help with power back because you get the 20% power back. I don't recommend when you get Purple Healing Ray to use it on your priority heal, only because that gives a decently weak shield. It's okay. It doesn't matter if you do. I would, just as electric, I would prefer to have the heal over time since you don't have a lot of heal over time. And then we're going EOG, straight up 10K healing setup. So it's not just for the 10K healing setup, though. This is also going to pump out the most amount of heals because you're putting out greens, which heals inside the green. So when you put out greens, DPS are seeking out the green. And so they're going to get in that healing field of that green while they get the supercharges. So this is also buffing the group as well. So there's that. So this is just straight up healer mode, guys. No DPS, just incidental DPS. I even took Razor off, even though it's a healer artifact. We're not battle healing. So we are doing a straight up 10K. And trust me, you don't need Quizlet to get that little 1% supercharge, because between these guys and the 2,500 supercharges, trust me, you cycling, you're going to have full supercharge the whole time. You're going to be spamming 10K heals. And then we're also going to buff the group with Constantine. So when you put out that Ward of Zoriel, you'll give the group that, or anybody standing in it, 18% might, 10% defense. That's huge. And then it also will push enemies away from you. So it's also good as a pushback. When you got a bunch of ads around you, it keeps them away from you. Inflicts bad karma, so it's going to help out with anybody running sorcery or the new iconic that relies on power interaction. So there's that. And now let's get to the loadout. So the loadout is going to be Arc Lightning. So incidental damage, guys, but this is actually a great heal. Don't sleep on Arc Lightning. Don't ever run without Arc Lightning as an electric healer. This is a big heal, and it double heals. So it will bounce around and give people a double heal. It will do double damage, but we're not worried about damage. Galvanize, nice little quick wave heal. So this one is pretty good when you need to give a boost. One nice thing about electric is outside of Arc Lightning, everything is clipping. So you can spam these super duper fast. I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4 just that fast. And if anybody is low on health after you hit all 4 of these, that's crazy. Then you guys are taking some major damage on content I don't see. We are running static push just for the supercharge generator. It's not for the damage. This is to generate more supercharge. We're running hard light shield just to give ourselves an extra shield. And we're running flux to give the group an extra shield. So you can kind of go back and forth between these, protecting yourself in the group. We are also running Electrogenesis, and we finally have 2 trays, which allows Electrogenesis to finally be tray-worthy. I used to never run it, although I do think it was a slept-on power. Everybody's like, it's not the greatest heal over time. Actually, it's pretty good. It does have, like, I believe, either a 5-meter aura or a 10-meter aura. I don't know. They don't really specify. But it's going to put this on you and one other person. So anybody that's around you or that one other person, hopefully the tank, is going to get that heal over time. And I've seen it hitting quite a few people. I personally think it's either 7.5 to 10 meter radius, but I don't know that for sure. And then we're running a whole array of supercharges. So we're running 2 2,500 power supercharges. And what it is when you're running the setup, guys, those will actually give you more supercharge back than what they cost. So you can cycle between these two while this is on cooldown, and by the time this comes off cooldown in 30 seconds, by cycling between these two 30 seconds, you're going to have another 10k heal. So basically, you're always going to have a 10k heal up. And then last but not least, we're putting a 5,000 supercharge Word of Power in. And the reason I put this in is just in case you're running with a bad troll. Although with the setup that you currently have with this, with Purple Healing Ray giving you the 20% back, and running, I'll show you my skill points real quick, and running Superpowered Focus, you're already getting 25% power regeneration, then you're getting the 20% back from Healing Ray. You shouldn't be having any power issues. But if you did, you're on the fly going to be ready for it. That's the beauty of this loadout. Is in a pinch, if I need it, I'm going to pop Word of Power, and boom, I got a full power bar, and I keep on healing. You really shouldn't. Every time you pop one of these guys, you're putting up a shield and healing everybody with this, and putting out the green. Putting out a green putting out a green, putting out a green. So you're doing heals over time just with these 4, right? So this is like, in my opinion, an ultimate straight healer build. And the only thing I think would rival this healer build, personally, would be Nature's. To me, Nature is still a stronger healer than Electric. It can do more burst heals than people think, but this isn't about Nature. This is straight up about Electric. You do have a few other options. You do have Ionic Drain, which is the heal over time. It's also a finisher, but the heals are pretty weak on this, and you're stuck in the animation, so I'm not the biggest fan of it. You could run Biocapacitor, which would give you a 45% safety net, but we already have a 40% safety net. Now, if you choose to run this, it's perfectly fine. It's got an 18-second cooldown where the other one is just automatically working every time you hit your group heal, which is recover. It's automatically building up your Revivify. But if you wanted to run both, you now have a safety net at 45% and a safety net at 40%. So literally, your tank could go from 100%, hit 45%, get boosted back up to 100%, go all the way back down to 40%, and get boosted all the way back up to 100% because you're running 2 safety heals, or 2 safety nets. You could. I don't find it necessary. This is also a 450% power, or 450 power cost, so super duper power heavy. So I personally wouldn't run it. But that's basically the loadout, guys. If you want to see it in action, I'll actually demonstrate this for you first. So you can see I don't have a full supercharge. I'm going to cast this. Oh, damn. I messed up there. I was going to cast that, but I need to be in combat. So now I'm going to cast it, and you're going to see I'm actually going to gain supercharge from it. So now I'm at full before it's out. Now I wasn't at full before. So this actually gave me more supercharge than I originally had. So by running these back and forth, like if I put this one up, I'm getting a lot of supercharge back. As soon as your green runs out, right, put up another one. See how your supercharge is just building without me doing anything? Just by cycling supercharges, I'm gaining supercharge. And then if you add in this, guys, you're doing your normal rotation, you're building up supercharge, and see how it's already ready? And I already have another one. Then you're going to be spamming these. So, I mean, you don't have to ever be up without a supercharge. You're always going to have supercharge ready. Right? Just keep the greens going. And so even though they're not getting a 10K out of this, they're still getting greens out of this. So it's still good. Still good. See, this is where you got purple healing right. And if you hit this, it's going to give you a shield. Now, it's not the greatest shield in the world. You can see it's only taking about, 30,000 damage away there. But it's still a shield. So it's still fine. Right? Keep the greens going. Right? And you're just going to cycle through these greens and keep doing your heals. Keep doing your supercharge. That green up. And you see how fast I'm building supercharge here. Right? It's just constant. And as you can see, I'm already full again. This is back up. And so you just basically, every time you have that 10K heal up, you're putting up a shield to the whole group, giving the whole group heals over time, right? Put up another green. And by the time that comes off cooldown, you're going to have another supercharge ready. See? It's ready. And you can put it back up. So you just cycle between those 3. Now, Word of Power, you're not hitting Word of Power unless you're low on power. It's basically just a power safety net, because this allows you to be as power hungry as you want to be, guys. So let's go and let's really challenge ourselves, right? Let's go fight Vice. Now, Vice can be a little challenging when you're just a healer because he's constantly stunning you, he's constantly knocking you up in the air. Leshy's good to test things, but I think Vice is a bigger challenge. It's harder than Leshy. Definitely stuns you more than Leshy. So let's go ahead and go into it. And I'm going to go ahead and use my supercharge. As you can see, I'm getting stunned, I'm going to get put in cage, and I am not slowing down on healing. I'm going to just keep this going. Alright. Let's put it up. So far, I'm not using a shield. Good. But I'm not using a shield. Getting stunned. Now that time, you'll see, I actually used it for the heal over time. And I'm just going to keep greens going. Keep greens going. As long as I got them, I'm going to keep them going. And as you can see, we're nowhere near our cooldown on our 10K yet, but I'm ready to go. Pop a shield, just for shits and giggles, and I got it back up. See? Keep it going. Just always remember for your green to go away. Don't try to overlap your greens. They don't stack. Your greens don't stack. We're going to be doing another video on is a priority heal even necessary anymore? I argue it's not. There's nothing wrong with running it. I use it to clip all the time. I use it more in my loadouts to clip than I do as an actual heal, to be honest with you. But is a priority heal necessary? Not really. As you can see, I don't use it a whole bunch. I've got too many powers that do healing to the whole group. Oh, look. Back up. So now let's do an experiment real quick before I end the video. I'm going to let myself get down. I'm going to pop this. And look, I've got a shield. I'm no longer taking damage. And if this was the group, they wouldn't be either. Giving a heal over time. It's going to fill everybody back up. So let's see if I can survive just on supercharges. So I'm not casting any heals, guys. Just supercharges. Not casting any powers. Just supercharges. See how cool that is? Oh, we're getting close. Oh, healed myself for 1,000,000. Just supercharges. So I'm not doing anything in addition, guys. Okay, it knocked me out of my thing. Let's see if I can survive. So I got one available, and I do. Healed myself for 1,000,000. I'm back to full, and as you can see, you can survive solely on supercharges fighting. That's full. And that's kind of what makes this OP as crap. Oh. Let's go with the big supercharge. Look at my supercharge bar filling right back up. I'm nowhere near off cooldown yet. I'm basically tanking Vice right now, just using supercharges. I'm not using purple healing ray. I'm not using any power. I'm not casting any healing. And yet I can survive. Oh, this one's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. Now, I could cast Word of Power here if I wanted, but I'll wait. Perfect. We're good. nothing there. I don't see my green. So I think you guys get the point. This is how powerful just running 10k heals alone can be to your group. That's a pretty big healing field. That green is a pretty big circle. And I'm staying alive, taking all this damage, getting stunned, doing all this and that, just using that. I'm not healing at all, except using that. That's the power of this guy. So using all the rest joined in, how safe do you think your group is? Super safe. Cool experiment, right? Try it in a raid sometime. Unless you got people super spaced out. I'll stay in this damage field here. Yeah, it didn't even hurt us. Because I had the shield up. Alright, you guys get the point. OP shit, right? Super OP shit. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That's how you can just basically become healer god. It has nothing to do with doing damage. This has everything to do with just, I mean, honestly, you don't even have to run the supercharged generator. I mean, you really don't. If you wanted to run something else in that place, you could, because as you can see, I can keep the supercharges going just by spamming supercharges. And not once did I need to use word of power. I mean, icing on the cake, icing on the cake. We could go ahead and put biocapacitor in that spot if we wanted to, and just do more 5k word of powers to keep my power bar up, since it's a high cost thing. Now, if you guys want me to, in the next video, I could go over adding iconics into a straight up healer build out. But I'll end the video there, guys, and we can go straight up healer. Because if you add iconics in, you're becoming even more OP as a healer, to be honest with you, with 2 trays. But I don't even know how you become more OP than just spamming supercharges and basically keeping your group safe, because that's pretty OP. So with that, guys, Mesodoys out.